Hello everyone. It is absolutely terrible outside. We're going on our third day of snow day, and I don't know if you can see it. It's probably going to be too bright. Let's see. Yeah, you can't see that. It is terrible. So it is the perfect day to get all prepped for my month-long grocery shopping trip. So I am going to go through my freezers and pantry and see what I have, and then I am going to sit down with my favorite cookbooks and Pinterest and my recipe card box, and I am going to plan out. I like to do 20 or 21 dinners, and then I like to think about lunch and breakfast and write those things on the list. So I will show you my process, how I go through it. Okay, first up is the pantry. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, still have some chicken broth, have some taco shells. I'm gonna actually use this for dinner tonight with some beef and potatoes. One thing of mac and cheese. Still have some chicken breasts, canned chicken breasts, so that's good for lunches. I have a rotel, some fancy pickles and green beans. Oh, I still have this pumpkin. We could do something with that. Truffle sauce, that is delicious. Black olives, one thing of tuna. Enchilada sauce. Oh, and okay, so I have one each of the gluten-free, and then 2 cream of chickens that are just regular. My pastas and rice are looking pretty low. Definitely gonna have to get some more of that. Here are the snacks the kids are working on, and I did just go to the grocery store to get us through the last week with some stuff to pack their lunches with. My nuts and stuff are just about done. Okay, some corn tortillas right here. I do still have an unopened box of rice squares, so we could make some sort of dessert or snack with that. That would be good. Then, in my extra stuff over here, these potatoes I'm going to do for dinner tonight. This is all my canned venison, which we haven't tried yet. Here are all those gluten-free French fried onions I had gotten. Powdered... Sorry about that. I got a phone call as I was filming. So I have powdered sugar, white almond bark. Still have lots of popcorn, so I should get some marshmallows because we could have Rice Krispie treats. Popcorn. Oh, I do have another bag of almonds right there, so that's good. So now let's go check out the freezer inside. What do we have in here? This is sad. This is all that's left of my Christmas baking day. These 5 little peanut butter balls. So we still have some chicken, fruit, some tater tots. This is some leftovers. That would make a good lunch. Cheese, pizza sauce, jam. Oh yeah, I made some bone broth, so I have 3 containers of that, so I will be good with chicken broth for this month. Still have some sausage, pizza, quinoa. Should use up this rice cauliflower that's been in this pile, and okra. Some meat. Oh, I should take this out for dinner tonight. That's the beef stew meat. These are gluten-free molasses cookies that I made. A little bit of nuts. Some more leftovers. out to the deep freezer, and it is so cold outside. So miserable. Oh man, it's cold out here. I'm gonna make this quick. What do we have out here? Oh, we have deer salami. That is delicious. We have brats, bacon. Still have a frozen pizza. This whole thing is brats and bacon. And we've got, let's see, frozen cherries, some frozen tomatoes. Still have corn. I think I could do like a corn chowder or something like that. That would be good. Some more brats. Cherries. Alright, so pretty much brats and bacon. My meat is pretty much gone. It is definitely the perfect day for staying inside and doing some meal planning and such, because we're going on the 3rd day in a row of the kids being home from school. Thankfully, they are at my mom and dad's house playing, having a good time, because whew, it is nasty outside. Just for kicks, I'll show you what the fridge looks like at the end of a month long. I still have some eggs. Let's see, sour cream. It's like pickles. This cottage cheese I'm gonna use up today and make some more freezer pancakes for Jericho. Still have this bacon, I should probably use that up. It's just some random. A little bit of milk, there's my sourdough starter back there. A little bit of leftovers. Let's see, the cheese drawer. A little bit left, not a ton. A little bit of lunch meat left. Oh, that one's unopened. And then the veggie drawer. Onions, carrots. I have enough carrots and celery, maybe. Okay, I have a really good idea of what I have in the house. So now I'm gonna sit down and plan. All right, so have my whole stack of cookbooks here. I have my recipe box. I of course have Pinterest, which I, oh look at that, the sun's trying to peek out and it's not blinding snowstorm right now, but I'm sure that will change momentarily. So now I'm just gonna look through. I've got like a family recipe binder. There's some good ones in there. And then my friend in Illinois, who is a fabulous cook, gave me an entire binder full of her recipes, which are so fun. So that is fun to go through as well. So I'm just gonna get out my list and get started. Something else I forgot to mention that I will do, since I am out of a lot of meat, I like to check the sale prices. So I will check Aldi, I will check Sam's Club, I will check Meijer, and I will check Walmart. I don't know, between Walmart and Meijer, I'm not sure which one of those I will go to, but I'm gonna check all the sale prices because I'm gonna go shopping on Friday. Today's Tuesday, and so the new sale for Aldi will start tomorrow, and then the other two, the prices will be correct this week. So I'm gonna check those and do that before I start looking at recipes so that I can get the best deal on the meat and then look for a recipe that matches. right, I have sat down with all my books. I have made my meal list out. I have updated my grocery shopping list, so let me show you what we're gonna have this month. All right, so I decided to make myself a nice little neater printout thing. So we are going to have taco soup, and we are actually gonna bring this to Great Wolf Lodge and have it there. So be on the lookout for a video on how to do Great Wolf Lodge on the cheap. That'll be coming up. We're gonna do homemade pizza, spaghetti with bolognese sauce, or however you say that. It's probably not spelled right either. I have a really good recipe for this sauce, and it makes like a double batch. So then I'll put one, we'll have one, and then I'll put one batch in the freezer. We are gonna have chili mac, which some of these I can link the recipe down below if I can find it online. We are gonna have tacos, which we always have tacos once a month. We are going to do tater tot casserole, and obviously some of these are not like super duper healthy, but you know, some of them I just throw in there for the kids because, you know. We are gonna do homemade chicken noodle soup. I am having a Bible study retreat at my house, and so I am going to do soup as one of my things. So I'm gonna do corn chowder, and that's gonna be with the really yummy sweet corn that I had gotten from the farmer's market and put in the freezer, so that should be yummy. Stir fry, I do it kind of different every time, but it'll be chicken and probably some water chestnuts and whatever. I just throw a bunch of stuff in there. We are going to have brats. We are going to have crock pot potato soup because I need potatoes for the corn chowder. I need potatoes for the potato soup. And then this one also calls for potatoes. So it's a good way to use up a whole bag of potatoes. We're gonna do barbecue chicken, and if the weather cooperates, I'll try to do this on a day where I can grill it. And I have a really great recipe for barbecue sauce that I just tried from Jen Chapin. She's on YouTube. She does a lot of meal prep videos and stuff, and so that was a really good recipe for the barbecue sauce. Pepperoni chicken, that's a Pioneer Woman recipe, so that's why I put that so I know which book to find it in. We are going to have a beef roast. Zuppa Toscana, that's a soup with kale and sausage and potatoes. We're gonna have a sausage and veggie sheet pan dinner, which I've really been into these sheet pan dinners. You just have to chop stuff and then put it all in one pan and bake it, so I like that. We're gonna do breakfast one night. This is a Trim Healthy Mama recipe. I'm gonna use up that cauliflower rice, and then it has meat and actually like heavy whipping cream and Parmesan cheese. It sounds weird, but it's really good. And the kids will have it like wrapped in a tortilla or whatever, and Jason and I will just have it on our plate and a side of veggies or something. Sheet pan chicken fajitas, we did those last month, and those were really good. The leftovers were really yummy too. And homemade mac and cheese. So those are all the dinners, and then I just jotted down some lunch and breakfast ideas here. I don't do a whole ton of planning because we do a lot of packing the lunches for the girls and stuff, so this is mostly like weekend stuff we would have on the weekends. And then this is the stuff that I have so far, which I might add to that, but I always have stuff to make chocolate chip cookies or a cake or something like that. So these are just some of the things that I thought maybe we would keep around for dessert. So after I planned, or while I was planning all that out, I was also adding to my grocery list. So this side is Aldi. So as I came up with a recipe, then if I didn't already have it in the house, I would write it here on the list. And then this blank side, I just kind of keep the other stores, like Trader Joe's. I try to go once a week after church. There's only a couple of things really that I can't get at Aldi, just that we like at Trader Joe's. I still have to go around and look at like my household items and stuff and see if there's anything that we need from Sam's. That's a pretty comprehensive list from Walmart. That should do it. And then Meijer. The reason I might do Meijer and Walmart this month is I'm trying to stock up on gluten-free stuff so that I don't have to go to Walmart every single month. So like the body wash and the gluten-free stuff is basically the stuff. This is like the stuff that I can't really get at Aldi. So that is what I'm going to try to do this month. I'm still going to stick with $400 for our grocery budget, but I did add, I'm going to separate out household and grocery. So I did put in $75 for household items, and then I decided everything that I get for Ibotta rebates, I'm going to put that in a separate envelope to be like a couponing or like a sale envelope, because sometimes you just come across a really good sale and you want it, like you want to get it because it's a really good deal, but you've already gone through your grocery budget. So that is kind of my plan for this month. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it helps you meal plan and kind of see what we're having this month. Maybe it'll give you some ideas to kind of spruce up what you're having for dinner, because I know I always like to get new ideas because we get in ruts real easy. But hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next video.